What's up, dudes? We are trying to get some watch hours up here right now. So please come say hi, watch the stream with me. Open this up in a couple browsers if you have to. Let's game the system. Can you do that? Does that work? We're going live again. Comic time. It works on Twitter. Hi, everybody. I guess I could just play my intros and not care. Should I just do that for extra watch time? Just do this. I don't know. I just figured I'd play some intro. Hey, Drake, how you doing? Aloise, what's going on? Squibs, Earthmind, Georgina, how you guys doing? Welcome to the show. I just got in from Chuck Dixon, this Elseworlds Justice League sort of cowboy deal, and it's 12 full issues. I know that. And check out what Chuck gave me with this. Chuck sent, aw, isn't that cute? So thanks, Chuck. And Chuck also sent me this little gem, My Sister Suprema, which is him and Anthony Gonzalez Clark. Anthony Gonzalez Clark, you might recognize from the cover of My Flying Sparks Volume 5, which is my book. And he did this entire book right here. And so this is out now. It's 60 pages. It's oversized, as you can tell. If you look at normal comic size, this is more like a French album size book. Of course, because Arctoons is European. And you can get the copy of this book if you want to buy this. This is, again, Chuck Dixon's new series right here. So I'm going to put that link in for you guys. And also, I should mention, why am I showing other people's books? Jeez, I will be reviewing this very shortly on the channel. So look for this very shortly if you like Chuck Dixon's work. This is coming out pretty soon. And for me, if you like Anthony Gonzalez's work, definitely get that Flying Sparks Volume 5 right here. I've got my whole Flying Sparks series. People are saying it is the best superhero series of the last decade. Flying Sparks, and it's complete. The whole story is complete. It's 15 issues worth of content and 5 volumes long. So thank you guys for supporting that over the years and supporting our channel with our excellent books. We're crushing it. Awesome. Here's this. Missed this link, guys. I've got all my books on here. So I've got 5 volumes of Flying Sparks, Cosmic Warrior, Deus Volt, Dynamite Thor, Spectacular Comics, and Overmind. That's a total of 10 graphic novels. And then High School Girl and the Crusades is a short single issue comic. I got to do something with my single issue comics, like collect them, because I hate selling single issues. So we'll see about that. What I'm going to do with that. We're working on some other stuff also, but we're going to get to the actual comics of the week. These are actual comics. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise in the industry. So let's go to In-Stock Trades and check out what's going on. Gosh, I've got a little bit of a headache starting this stream here. So that's going to be a little tough on me. Joe Fixit, what's this? Oh, Peter David's back revisiting the Gray Hulk. Cool. I'm going to add that to my wish list right now. That's awesome. Sweet. And it redoes his original appearance also. I bet that's a new release because they usually do some deals for the new releases of the week. Yes, actual comics. It segues into my book. Yes. No, I just showed it because I like Anthony Gonzalez Clark and I like Chuck Dixon. So I'm very excited. I'll be reading that. I also have Mike Miller's Lone Star 1 through 3 digitally, which I promised I might have read by tomorrow. So I got to get onto that tonight. We also have a comic reading book club in the Discord, my friends, and we are doing about a graphic novel a week. So if you guys want to sign up for that, you just go into the Discord, go into the comic book channel and say, hey, I want to be in the book club. And then I give you the role so that I can ping you with it. And that's it. Here's the Discord link if you're not in there. So we're just doing that. We're meeting once a week. We talk about the books for like 15, 20 minutes, have a little bit of fun together. Last week we did Fables Volume 1. The week before we did Fist of the North Star Volume 1. And this week we are doing Thunderbolts Volume 1 Epic Collection, which is actually comprised of volumes 1 and 2, issues 1 through 12. So good stuff. Hold on, because I've got to knock at the door. I'll be back. I got a phone call. My kid was giving me my phone. I wouldn't have answered it, but oh well. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. It's not professional streaming for me, but it gave me extra watch time. That's what's important because we need to get our watch time up. So hit the like button, leave comments, make sure some people get in here. Like, even if you don't want to watch this, leave it on in the background just to help give my channel watch time. I appreciate you guys doing that. So here we are. Absolute V for Vendetta is getting a reprinting. I'm not a huge Alan Moore fan. I never liked V for Vendetta. I'm sorry if you guys like that. Approach trade paperback. Looks interesting. Batman, the Batman of Gotham, as opposed to the Batman of other cities. I don't know. Weird title. Detective Comics Gotham Nocturne. Okay. Batman One Bad Day complete box set. This is like some Batman event, I guess, that happened recently. And it's a big box set of all of it. I don't know. I'm not interested in a current year Batman event, really. Batman One Bad Day Ra's al Ghul by Tom Taylor. There's part of that, too. Bear's Tooth. I'm not familiar. Graphic novel volume 4. That looks like a manga. I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire, volume 5. Well, that sounds kind of fun. I wonder if volume 1's still available. The first adventure, Sherlock Holmes, A Study in Scarlet, done as a graphic novel. That looks cool. Daredevil, Frank Miller, Daredevil Artist Edition. The Artist Editions are big, huge, like absolute-sized editions of things. It's terrible. Oh, this is the Batman story. It's terrible for the most part. The Bane story is the only good one. Yeah, I mean, that's what they do with all these events, right? The Batman of Cincinnati. Alan Moore doesn't even like his own comic. They're very true. He does like his later ones. I got the Absolute Tom Strong, or not Absolute Tom Strong. I got the Tom Strong Compendium. It's right here. It's still in plastic. I haven't had time to open this and read it yet. But Tom Strong's supposed to like kind of undo his like Latter-day Sins or whatnot. I read 1963 by Moore. No, I haven't. I haven't heard of that one. Let me see. Alan Moore, 1963. Let's see. 1963 series by Alan Moore. Book 1, Mystery Incorporated. What company was this with? Image? Looks like it was Image back in the day. Oh. Yeah, it looks like more fun than his older stuff. Like he definitely like later disliked his stuff and kind of tried to make different things with like Tom Strong, which were supposed to be a little better. I'll get to it eventually. The artist editions really don't appeal to me because they're black and white line art. I mean, with Frank Miller, that's probably pretty cool actually. But you know, I mean, I'd rather just read the actual stories personally. Heart Gear Volume 1. Volume 1 finally. It's always tough with manga because you don't want to read like a volume 16. Let's see if this seems interesting. Accidentally activates Chrome without a base program. What's essentially his soul. She and Uncle Zet invite him into a makeshift family to encourage him to choose his own purpose. But when an insane machine attacks their home, will Chrome survive, much less have a purpose? Looks cute and wholesome. How not to summon? Not this is not cute and wholesome. Oh my gosh, if Queenie were here, guys, you know what she'd say. Volume 16. Oh my gosh. I swear I won't bother you again. Volume 4. Jeez. I mean, that's 4 volumes of bothering them again, I guess. This is a very popular one right now. Hey, Bradford Walker, good to see you. The Immortal Hulk Omnibus. There's going to be 2 covers of this, and this is already selling out everywhere because this is Joe Bennett's work. And Joe Bennett, of course, is an extremely popular artist. And this is supposed to be a very good series. I actually already have this, even though it's already out. It just came out. So In Search of Gil Scott Heron. Not familiar with that. Ian Fleming's James Bond, Agent of Spectre. They're doing a bunch of James Bond stuff, like the old stuff. And it seems pretty cool. I like Christos Gage as a writer generally. Could be cool. Joe Fixit. This is again revisiting. I like, the Marvel titles that have been revisiting these like classic eras, like Symbiote Spider-Man, or there's Avengers one we talked about last week, have been really good. And so they get the old writers to do it and revisit them, like, so you get that like perspective of like those writers too. Very solid stuff. And I'm probably gonna pick that up eventually. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 20. Oh my gosh, look at those abs. Volume 20 is tough to get into. Land of the Living Gods. It's a tough cover for Living Gods. Doesn't look that interesting. Little Monsters, same thing. Loki Era Modern Epic Collection. I've got this right here already. And it's Kieran Gillen's Loki run, which was the Journey into Mystery right as Fear itself is going on in the Marvel universe here. And I will be reviewing this on the channel in the next couple days. So I already have that, and I've already read it. Love's Insight, Volume 3. That looks wholesome and cute. Marmalade Boy. Oh, that's a classic. Wow. Collected Edition Graphic Novel Volume 3. That's a cute old one, for sure. I don't care about art books. Medaka Kuroiwa is impervious to my charms. Really. Cutest girl in school and knows it. Huh. Mezcal hardcover. Looks arty. Incredible Hulk Masterworks. What are they getting up to? Bill Mantlo era. That's nice. I've got that in the epic or the semi-epic format there. Excellent Incredible Hulk stuff. Very cool. The Monkey Prince hardcover, Volume 2 by Gene Luen Lang. This is a guy who's from the Bay Area here where I'm at, who kind of got picked up by the mainstream comics, and I have not enjoyed his work so far. Joe Fix is probably pretty good because Peter David wrote it. I've never seen him really do anything bad. Mushoku Tensei Reincarnation Novel, Volume 23. That's a light novel, so we'll know that. My Wife Has No Emotion graphic novel, Volume 5. That's pretty funny. Interesting. Leo Neptune. Oh, man. This guy. I've got the Leo books somewhere. Do I have them? I don't know. They're somewhere. This is a Brazilian or Portuguese artist or something like that. And these are translated books, and they're science fiction stories. And the first one I read is Aldebaran, and it's interconnected stuff, but they're all their own plots. Pretty interesting stuff that I read. So I enjoyed his first volume of that I read. I need to go through this whole series. It looks really, really cool. I'm glad he's still coming out with stuff. Good independent stuff right here. I definitely recommend Neptune for sci-fi fans. And we should all be sci-fi fans here, I hope. Nightwing, the Joker War trade paperback. More event crossovers. Yay. It's tough with the event crossovers. It makes me honestly, without all the stuff going on in comics these days, just all the event crossovers are so tiring. Like, I'd rather just not read an event at this point, ever. Just like stick to your own book. It's really getting obnoxious. Nottingham graphic novel, Volume 3. Looks like a Robin Hood, but manga. Orient graphic novel, Volume 16. Action manga, shonen. Should appeal to some people, right? Uh-oh, it's Red Rooster. Red Rooster. It's not Red Rooster. It's Rooster Fighter. Oh my gosh. Wait, is this literally a cockfight book? Pearl Town being swept away, inspiring all witness heroic feat. His Chicken Little fame began to spread among other birds when a group of pigeons challenge. Oh, so it is like an anthro furry chicken book. It's kind of weird. I thought it was going to be cockfighting. I guess it kind of is. 7 Deadly Sins, 4 Nights of the Apocalypse. Now, this is a spin-off of that. More Sadly Deadly Sins Omnibus. Shadows of Thule. What's this? 2nd century AD. Roman general manipulated by a necromancer awakens an ancient plague to attempt to conquer. This sounds cool. A desperate bid for survival, the last king of the Picts must unite his tribes and their enemies to fight the Deadful Shadows. This looks really cool. Yeah, let's add that to wish list. You always find fun stuff on here. Humanoids always does good European stuff too. That's probably what that is. Specs trade paperback. Okay. I'm not into horror so much, so it's not going to be my jam. Spider-Gwen trade paperback Ghost Spider. So this is a reprint of that once again, and then they just put this out as an omnibus also. They tried to rename Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider for a bit. Maybe they're still doing that. I don't know, but I read the first epic collection of it. That's enough Spider-Gwen for me. I did not need more than that. It's a good what if story. It does not need to continue at all. Super Firo, John Wagner, who's a pretty good writer. I didn't know he's still around. Looks like a kiddie type of thing, but with Judge Dredd. Interesting. Teen Titans Go, a box set. Oh, so this is a reprint of all the Teen Titans Go stuff from back in the day. I was never into that so much. Trials of X. So what they're doing with these is they take every X-Men book of the month and they put it in here. And so, like, there's, I guess, 12 months worth of Trials of X. There's been Reign of X and Dawn of X and X of X, Y of X. You know, it's a lot to follow. But if you want to follow the entire X line, this is like a more cost-effective way to do so, I guess. And you can get them all monthly like that. But yeah, it hasn't been good in a long time. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I guess, is coming back out with new books. Okay. It's kind of over these days. Way of the House Husband. I heard this is pretty wholesome, actually. Volume 10, so I'm not going to pay attention to it, but this is it. We Live Volume 2. Oh, I loved We Live Volume 1. This was a very solid book. I'm going to try to get these guys on my main show, I think, because this was a very solid book. 6 years have passed since Solidation Day, when the Paladonians emerged as the protectors of humanity, saving the 5 remaining megalopolis and securing the future of the human species. But nothing lasts forever. Death, famine, desperation lurk around the streets of Megalopolis 9. So cool. That's a fun little series. Sci-fi. Of course. Welcome to Demon School, Irakun, Volume 3, if you want that. Wonder Girl Homecoming. So this is our new Wonder Girl with an angry face. Joelle Jones's art is usually pretty good. Oh, she's just the writer. Never mind. Her art's usually pretty good, but she's writing this now. Art by Joelle Jones. She did some of it, but yeah, I can tell that's her right there. Yeah, I don't need like a diverse Wonder Girl. Wonder Woman 2021 Revenge of the Gods. Becky Cloonan. That's a pretty cover. Wonder Woman by Brian Chang and Brian Azzarello and Cliff Chang omnibus reprint. I have this. Pretty good stuff. It's not great. It's okay. I'm not like thrilled by it. She did the first 3 issues. It's good. Oh, the We Live guys got ripped off by Actor. Yeah. Oh, interesting. They got ripped off as well. Aftershock had major problems and went BK and then didn't pay some debts. And then Aftershock had all these weird clauses in their contracts. But the We Live book is really good. Like, it actually is. And so that wasn't the one I was actually thinking of. There's one other comic book that was a graphic novel that was sci-fi that I read about some robots. And they were all kind of fighting each other, but kind of trying to save this like little young robot. And it was super good. And I don't remember what it was. It was last year I read it. And I think there's a second volume of that coming out too. But both of these are very good stories. We Live and that. X Factor Epic Collection Judgment War. I've got that, I think, right here somewhere also already. Most of the X Factor has been collected now in Epic Collection format. We are at, where am I at on Epic Collections? Marvel Epic Collection checklist. I've got a checklist. X Factor. So we have volumes 1 and 3, 7, 8, and 9. And this is volume 4, which I do have. Knock that off the pre-order. And so we need volume 2, 5, and 6. We'll have the whole thing. Pretty cool. Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead graphic novel, volume 11. Well, that's that for the week. So I already got all the Epic collections. They already came. The Immortal Hulk omnibus is probably the pick of the week because that's such good stuff by Joe Bennett. art-wise. Very interested in Shadows of Fuel and We Live Volume 2, because I read Volume 1 and enjoyed it. And I'm also interested in Neptune and Joe Fixit. So lots of stuff that's interesting this week. I'm so behind on my reading, though. Jesus Christ. The Kill Lock. Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you for remembering that. Oh, Kill Lock is so good. Kill Lock. Here it is. Oh, is this the second one? Kill Lock, Artisan Wraith. Is this book 2? The Kill Lock. Let's see. Okay, so volume 1 is literally just the Kill Lock. Yep, and then Artisan Wraith is volume 2. I'm going to add this to my wish list too. This is the guy, Livio Raminadeli. I talked to this guy about coming on the show and talking a while back. And I forgot to tell him about this. Now, this is an IDW original. So you know that there's not going to be any more of it. And that's really too bad. Because it's just over. So let's see. But this is really good, and I'm excited for volume 2. I can't wait to read this. I might make the book club read this too because it's really good. But I guess he's doing covers for Boom Transformers. I didn't know there's a Boom. It was called Mech Cadets. There's a new book called Mech Cadets, which is like an homage to Transformers, but not Transformers. And so that is the deal. So yeah, I'll be getting this book too. Thank you for reminding me the title of that. Yeah, Immortal Hulk is a crazy thing. So they've already come out with the series of this in terms of oversized hardcovers, but there's so much content in this Immortal Hulk book that's not in that. So I had to buy it twice. They effed me. Of course they did. It's a Marvel. You got 1 through 50 and 0. And then the Best Defense, Defenders of the Best Defense, Immortal She-Hulk, King in Black, Immortal Hulk, Gamma Flight 1 through 5, which is an event, and then all this other stuff. So like all these tie-ins, which are not in, all this stuff is not in the oversized hardcover. So you have to buy it again. It's really great. So good stuff, guys. And that's my graphic novels of the week. I ended that like 22 minutes. I need to go a little see Kill Lock everywhere. People liked it. People enjoyed it. It's all I got. And I wanted to go like an hour, but I'm not actually going to be able to go an hour, I don't think. But Epic Collections wise, like getting kind of crazy out there. This is my main collecting hobby here. If you go to the Epic Collections, this is not it right here. Ultimate Collections, this is like an old title sort of thing they did, which are just kind of random. But then you get into the actual Epic Collections down here. And Aliens, gosh, I kind of annoys me they're doing Aliens because that really doesn't have anything to do with it. Marvel's got the licensed Aliens now is where that comes from. And Amazing Spider-Man, as you can see, there's a lot of it collected now, which is fun. Ant-Man, Giant Man, this is the old Stan Lee stuff. I've got both of those. Avengers has a lot of it collected. They're getting to the point where they've got most of the big main series collected. They're only going to have a couple more years of having all this stuff collected. I hate that they're doing Carnage Epic Collections. I really don't think that Carnage warrants his own. If you look at it, it's all mostly Spider-Man stuff in the volumes 1 and 2. I do have a dog. That's true. He's a very nice dog. He's a good boy. He did commentary video. Oh, of Kill Lock? Oh man, I'll get him on the show and I'll start talking to him because I think he's amazing. I really like that guy. And I really liked his work. So he talked to me a little bit a while back. And that's that, my friends. Anything else cool? So, like I said, I got in the mail today, if you were not here at the beginning, this Chuck Dixon's Justice League Elseworlds, which was like a cowboy Elseworlds. And he actually included with this a little sketch for me. Thank you, Chuck. Very cute. And then he also threw in this, which is his new book, My Sister Suprema, which is out directly now. It's like that album format. The art's really nice on it. right here. Cute stuff. And I look forward to reading that. I'll also be reading Lone Star tonight. And then what else showed up? Because we have our book club, I was putting this in the book club for next month because somebody recommended it. And so we try to take people's recommendations. So this will be part of our book club that we're doing in the Discord. And I don't know anything about it. I never even read the back. I just saw the cover, thought it looked good. Shiuchi Kayaga is a smart kid, and most smart kids his age would be thinking about college. He's also a monster. He's smart enough to know that monsters don't go to college, but after he uses his monstrous form to save his classmate, Claire Aoki, it doesn't matter what his plans are for the future were because now he's not the one making decisions. Now that the seductive, sadistic Claire knows his secret, she's got her own ideas about what a monster is good for because he's not the first one she met. So that's that. That sounds pretty cool. And then for the channel, as I mentioned, I'm going to be reviewing Loki shortly. So if you guys are looking for what I'm going to be reviewing soon. And then Amazing Spider-Man, or Spider-Clone this week. So I read both of those. We'll be reviewing Lone Star. Yep. I'll hopefully get that done tonight if I can get through all those because there's a lot of it. And then we'll have one more Star Trek book. I read the Star Trek X-Men second crossover, which is with the Next Generation also. And we'll probably do Thunderbolts Epic Collection because I've got that coming from the book club also. So lots of stuff going on. And if you're not in the book club, if you're not hanging out with us, we do a weekly discussion on Sundays based off of our pick. And it's in our Discord. So please join the Discord. Come hang out. Be a part of our book club. Let's grow this community and grow our love of comics together. Any other questions about comics going on? You guys got anything going on yourselves that you want to talk about? The other thing I should mention, I guess, is Flying Sparks, which is shipping now. I'm getting this done, and then I'm going to launch something brief on Fund My Comic, which is going to be different, and going to be Flying Sparks a little bit oriented. So look out for that. We're going to be flying the banner there. This is my backer kit for this. It's got all 5 volumes. It's the story of a superhero who's dating a supervillain under her secret identity. And eventually they have to team up to save the world from an even greater threat. It's good stuff. So check this out right here. And please back the books, guys. I promise you, like I said, Cursova Magazine says this is the best superhero book of the last 10 years. So you will enjoy this if you enjoy classic superhero fare for sure. And then on my other front, I'm working on a couple comics. Ayla Rin book 2, which is Overmind here. This is my science fiction epic. You can also get that on here. This is my best-selling book, comic-wise. And we are working on book 2 of this, as well as a novel that goes along with it. And we have Strike Force Ultima, which is a new superhero team, which will be coming out. And then we have a steampunk comic, a short comic. I'm thinking about actually printing it, an actual comic. And here's why. It's an 8-page comic. I can get a cover done of it and like make it an ash can or something like that. Oh, thanks, Phil. But you read the end. Thanks. I kind of want to get it out in print just because it looks amazing. Let me just show you one of the pages because this might be the best art I've ever worked with. I freaking love it. And look at this here. This is just some of the loin art, right? So check this out. So this is the line art, and it's a steampunk mech set in my Rislandia universe, and he's fighting some like were creatures and helping save a little girl, as one does. So I like this a lot, and I'm very much thinking about printing this out and getting this all printed and stuff. And it's going to be a 8-page story, just as like a little collector's edition thing. Maybe sign and number them or something. Just run it on my website, just because I want to get this out to more people. I am going to have it digitally as an exclusive for a while for the Subscribe Star folk, which is what I'm doing with a lot of the short comics. So cool. That's all the stuff right now. Holy crap. Got a lot going on. I might extend that into a full-length book, too, because it looks so good. I'm like, wow. So, good stuff. Okay. We went about 30 minutes, and that's pretty good for my watch hours. You want that? You guys would like that as a little 8-page exclusive there? Should I get it? Next question: should I get it colored or should I do it black and white with gray tones like that? I kind of like for the steampunk vibe the black and white gray tones. I think it kind of works pretty cool. But I'll leave it up to you. I mean, you guys are my people, so I don't know. I was going to leave it like that maybe. So this is the book Vailned was telling me about earlier, which is 1963 by Alan Moore. And homage to Silver Age of American comics. It features spoof advertisements on the rear covers. Yeah, this might be more up my alley than his old stuff. Looks good black and white. Cool. Okay. I'll do it. Won't hurt anything to print a few of these out and do that. Why not? Yeah, if I expand it to a full book, I'll then do that color. Yeah. Well, what I do is I make this an exclusive, and then because like this is really a concept test. What I do is write a separate full story of a deal, and then maybe add a colored version as a stretch goal of these pages if it does a bunch. No, the only Lady Mechanica I have is this one. And I have not read it yet. I've got it right here. It's still in the shrink wrap, and I've got it. But art's beautiful, and obviously I like the aesthetic a lot. So eventually I'm going to read it. But I mean to get all these in hardcover at some point. But I'll read this at the same time. Cool. Okay, guys, thank you for hanging out. Check out the books, and I hope you enjoyed our little talk about comics today. I'm going to go and talk about comics pretty regularly. I'm going to do like deep dive into Star Trek comics because we've hit a nerve with some people at IDW. And I am the Star Trek comics expert. And so we're going to make a bunch of videos just going and doing deep dive, maybe streams about them into each era as we go through these, just to show that I know more than them because I like doing that. So we'll see what happens to IDW with their licenses. It's not looking very good if you guys have been watching along with the news over the last few days. So good stuff. You'd like to see a review of Lady Mechanica? All right, I'll try to add that to the queue. But Star Trek's had a deep history of comics, and a lot of them are really good and just completely ignored by the mainstream. So I like to talk about that. Oh my gosh, my reading pool just got a lot bigger because you guys keep telling me to read stuff. I appreciate you guys for being there. So thanks very much. I'm going to go write some books now, and I will talk to you soon.